If there's ever been a fan base that knows what it feels like to be played like a fiddle, I don't think anything comes close to what GTA fans have been living through for the past 12 years. These people have been patient. Unreasonably patient, honestly. The kind of patient that starts to look a little bit like suffering if you squint at it long enough. And look, the game is coming. We can all agree on that. Nobody seriously thinks GTA 6 isn't real at this point. But the more you actually start pulling on the threads of what's been happening lately, the leaks, the silence, the dates that come and go like they meant nothing, the more you realize this whole situation is a lot more calculated and a lot more ruthless than most people are giving it credit for. Because this isn't just a studio taking their time. This is Rockstar operating like a company that knows exactly what it's doing, knows exactly how much power it has, and is absolutely not above using every single bit of that power to make sure this thing lands entirely on their terms and nobody else's. And if you've been a GTA fan for any amount of time, you're gonna feel this one in your chest. Okay, so imagine this. Imagine you've been waiting for 12 years. Not a few months, not a couple of years, 12 years, waiting for something that you were told was coming. And then one day, right, you get a text, but not from like some random nobody on the internet, not from some guy on a Discord server who claims he heard things from his cousin's friend who works at a GameStop. No. I'm talking about a real, verified, legitimate, this is actually happening source. And the text says, "They're coming, Sunday, be ready." So what do? You clean your house. Right. You put on your best clothes. You sit down right next to the window and you wait. Sunday comes and goes. Nobody shows up. And that person who sent you the text in the first place? Radio silence. Nothing. No explanation. No apology. Just absolute vibes and disappointment. And that right there, that is exactly what went down last week with GTA 6 and the Best Buy leak, and every single person who sat through a 4-hour live stream on YouTube waiting for a trailer that just ghosted them. That is the full emotional experience of being a GTA fan in one compact little story, and I genuinely wish it wasn't. So last week, right, was absolutely loaded with what people thought was going to be GTA 6 news, or more specifically, it was loaded with the promise of GTA 6 news that ultimately gave us absolutely nothing, zero, a big fat nothing burger delivered by the universe to thousands of people who genuinely did not deserve it. And the thing that kicked all of this off, the thing that sent the entire internet into a full-scale collective meltdown, was a leak. And not just any leak, a real one. A verifiable one. A leak tied to Best Buy, and if you don't know what Best Buy is, it's basically the biggest consumer electronics and everything retail chain in America. Think of the largest store you've physically walked into, and then multiply the size of it. That's Best Buy. And what happened was an internal affiliate email from Best Buy started circulating, and not just from one person, but from multiple affiliates across the United States who all got the exact same automated message saying that a GTA 6 pre-order marketing campaign was going live between May 18th and the 21st, with a 5% commission on physical copies available. The domain was verified. Multiple people confirmed it independently. This wasn't somebody on Reddit spinning theories at 2 in the morning when they should be sleeping. This was a real leaked communication from a real company that slipped out before it was supposed to, and it immediately blew the whole thing wide open. And so naturally, because this is how GTA fans work after being starved of any actual content for years, the entire internet just collectively lost its mind. And honestly, rightfully so. Because here's what you have to understand, right? Every single time Rockstar drops a new GTA game and pre-orders open, what happens? A trailer drops. Every time, without exception. Pre-orders go live and Rockstar puts out a new trailer that ends with "pre-order now" on the screen, and there's gameplay footage that basically short-circuits your brain, and suddenly your wallet is already out of your pocket before you even consciously decided you were going to buy it. So when people saw May 18th on that email, they didn't think, oh, maybe a trailer. They thought, confirmed trailer, confirmed gameplay, confirmed pre-orders, all in one shot. The hype wasn't optional. It wasn't like people could just choose not to feel it. People were doing 2 4-hour live streams, dude. People were doing overnight vigils. The entire internet was refreshing YouTube every 30 seconds. People had their Rockstar social club accounts open in a separate tab just in case. It was completely unhinged behavior on a massive scale, and honestly, I understand every single one of those people because I would have done the exact same thing without even thinking twice. And then May 18th came, and then May 18th left, and there was nothing. Nothing at all from Rockstar. No trailer, no pre-orders, no tweet. No acknowledgement that any of this existed or that any of it had ever happened. Just complete radio silence from the most anticipated game in the history of gaming. Like nothing. Like the whole Best Buy email was a fever dream that every GTA fan hallucinated simultaneously and nobody could explain why. People went from maximum hype to maximum deflation in about 18 hours, and that is a brutal emotional distance to cover in a single day, man. Like genuinely brutal. People who sat through a full 2-4 hour live stream for this, I feel for those people. I really do. That is a lot of hours to invest into watching a YouTube countdown clock tick down to absolutely nothing. Now here's where it gets interesting. Here's where the theory comes in. And look, I want to be clear here because I'm not just pulling this out of thin air. This isn't a random take I cooked up to fill time. This is a theory that is actually backed by Rockstar's documented, established, historically consistent behavior over years and years of operating exactly the same way. Because the easy answer, the answer a lot of people immediately jumped to was just, oh, the leak was fake, it was all made up, the information was wrong. But guys, no. The emails were real. Multiple verified affiliates got the exact same message. The domain checked out. Best Buy actually sent that communication out. That is not a fake leak. That is a real leak from a legitimate company that just wasn't supposed to go public when it did. So then why did May 18th come and go without anything happening? Cause Rockstar saw it, man. That's why Rockstar watched that leak blow up and go absolutely viral across every single gaming platform, social media site, and YouTube comment section on the internet. And then they did exactly what Rockstar does. They pulled the date, they rescheduled, they looked at their plans and said, nope, not today. Not while the whole internet is sitting there expecting it. Because Rockstar, and I genuinely cannot stress this enough, has a pathological obsession with the element of surprise that is not normal. It has to come out of nowhere. The trailer has to drop at 4 in the morning on a random Tuesday. It has to be when you are completely unprepared. When you're brushing your teeth before work. When you're doing anything other than sitting in front of a screen waiting for it. That is Rockstar's whole thing. That is their brand, their identity, the way they have always operated. And if you've been paying attention to them for more than 5 minutes in your life, you already knew this. But let me give you the most perfectly illustrative example of just how deep this goes, because this story is insane and it should honestly settle the entire argument permanently. You've probably heard of Jason Schreier if you follow gaming news at all. For the uninitiated, Jason Schreier is basically the most credible, most sourced, most inside access journalist the games industry has. He's broken major stories. He's written books that expose the internal chaos behind some of the most troubled game productions ever. Anthem, the Red Dead Redemption, 2 Crunch situation. All of it. This is not a guy who posts unverified rumors online. This is someone with real contacts inside real companies. And back in November 2023, a full day before Rockstar officially released the very first GTA 6 trailer, Schreier leaked it, got the information from someone inside Rockstar, published it, and suddenly the whole internet knew a trailer was coming before Rockstar could drop it on their own terms. 24 hours early. The surprise was already gone before it even happened. Now here is where it gets objectively wild, man. According to actual sourced reports, the actual president of Rockstar Games considered postponing the official GTA 6 announcement just to spite Jason Schreier. Not for a production reason, not for a business reason, not because anything was broken or wrong, purely out of spite for the journalist who ruined the surprise, just to deny him the satisfaction of being right. He genuinely considered it. Now look, by that point, the trailer had already started leaking independently on social media. It was everywhere. Rockstar was playing a losing game of whack-a-mole trying to take it down. Somebody would re-upload it, they'd kill it, somebody else would post it somewhere else, and eventually they just had no choice but to release it officially because the box was already open. But even then, even with the actual trailer already spreading freely across the entire internet in real time, Sam Houser still almost postponed the official release date. Just to make a point, just to say this is our thing and nobody else gets to decide when it happens. Sit with that for a second though, because I want you to really understand what that means. If Rockstar's president was willing to delay the official announcement of the most anticipated game on Earth at a moment when the literal trailer was already leaking across social media as they were trying to kill it, just to stick it to one journalist. Do you really genuinely think that after a Best Buy affiliate email circulated for a full week before May 18th, Rockstar was just going to go ahead and drop the trailer on schedule like nothing happened? Like they didn't notice? Like they weren't watching every gaming forum on the internet explode with that leak in real time? come on, dude. That's not how these people operate. Rockstar had a whole week of lead time after that Best Buy email went viral. A whole week. That is more than enough time to pick a new date, make a few calls, and move everything back just far enough to catch everyone completely off guard again. That is almost certainly exactly what happened here. And the fact that Best Buy said absolutely nothing afterward, no correction, no apology, no "sorry we got the date wrong" statement that tells you everything. They can't say anything because the date was probably real, they just can't address it publicly now. And there's another layer to all of this that I think honestly doesn't get talked about enough, and that's the investor angle. Because look, this isn't just Rockstar doing cool surprise marketing for fans for the sake of it. This is Take-Two Interactive, which owns Rockstar, which has shareholders, which has quarterly earnings calls, which has a stock price that actually moved upward when the Best Buy leak started circulating, and that was just from an unofficial affiliate email that was never supposed to go public, guys. Not from an official announcement, not from a trailer, just from a leaked email. That alone pushed Take-Two's stock up, which means an actual proper trailer drop combined with official pre-order numbers is the kind of event that Take-Two is going to want to orchestrate with surgical precision and zero interference. You don't accidentally drop that on a day when the entire internet already knew it was coming. You want maximum surprise, maximum market reaction, maximum pre-order wave hitting all at once. You want to walk into the next investor call and say, "We dropped the trailer. It hit 50 million views in 24 hours. Here are the pre-order numbers. Buy more stock." That's the actual game being played here. And that game requires the element of surprise, which the Best Buy leak completely destroyed for May 18th. So of course they moved it. Of course. So where does all of that leave us? Honestly, right on the edge of it, man. Because everything that explains why May 18th didn't happen also explains why it can't be that far off now either. The marketing campaign has to start soon. We are 5, maybe 6 months out from what's supposed to be a November launch. Rockstar always runs an extended pre-order window. They don't do surprise same-day releases like some games do. They build the machine well in advance. The pre-order campaign needs months to run. The trailer needs enough runway for the hype to build and compound properly. And GTA 6, look, GTA 6 is going to sell regardless of any of this. It would sell if the trailer was 3 seconds long and the only thing in it was a loading screen. People are buying this game no matter what. That is not even a question. But Rockstar and Take-Two still want the spectacle. They want the cultural event. They want every YouTube channel, every gaming outlet, every social media platform completely saturated with GTA 6 content for the next 5 months straight. And for that to happen, you need to pull the trigger on the marketing campaign soon. Like very soon. Which means it is genuinely coming any day now. Any day. Could be tomorrow. Could be tonight. Honestly. And look, if you're watching this after the trailer already dropped, then congratulations, man. This video is now historical documentation of the days right before the biggest entertainment event of the decade. But either way, whatever day Rockstar finally stops torturing everybody and drops it, it is going to be a day when absolutely nobody is expecting it. No leaked affiliate emails circulating a week in advance, no viral Reddit threads counting down the hours, no 2-4-hour live streams. It's going to be 4 in the morning on a random day and your phone is going to buzz and that's going to be it. That's going to be the GTA 6 trailer, the pre-orders going live, and the beginning of the most insane marketing cycle any game has ever seen. And everyone who sat through a 2-4-hour stream on May 18th and got absolutely nothing for it, I genuinely feel for those people. Rockstar showed zero mercy, and honestly, God only knows when the real day is actually coming. It's brutal, it really is. But that's just Rockstar for you, man.